Welcome to the boot. Let's break down the top 10 World Cup goals from 2006. First one is going to be by Italy versus Ukraine. It's going to start in midfield with a simple pass. And what's interesting, first thing that's interesting is that his teammate runs toward him to pull away the defender from Ukraine in yellow that's on his back. Look at all the open space behind him. So he clearly knows that if he can pull that last defender out and do a simple give and go, that his teammate is going to get the ball back with tons of space and lots of opportunity. Let's see how this unfolds. How do you think it unfolds? All right. This is a cheeky little pass here too. He actually passes behind his front foot. So trying to disguise his pass a little bit and pull the defender even more towards him and away from the open space. His teammate now knows to make the run. It seems like he should have already been running full speed at this point, but better late than never. He gets the ball back. The defender was so beaten by Ukraine that he fell over. And so now it's just a foot race between the Italy player with the ball and the defender to his right. But you can see Italy has tons of space on its left here, and that's what he's going to utilize. He cuts in. Now what's interesting here is he's going to take a shot from, it looks like about 28 yards. It looks like he may have had an option for a short pass to one of his two teammates right in front of him, or frankly, right between them maybe, to let the lead Italy forward chase it down. But he opts for glory, and in this case, it pays off. He nails one in the lower right corner, just beyond the reach of the keeper. So well done, Italy. Next one up is England versus Trinidad. Steven Gerrard with one of his greatest goals ever. I'm less interested in the build-up to this one because this is frankly Gerrard just cutting across the top of the box. He's outside the penalty area right now, and I'm really focused in on his wonderful technique. Not only is this his so-called weaker leg, and we see this all the time, the best players in the world are able to work with both feet. And so I really like how he keeps his plant foot, his right foot, just a tiny bit bent, and then he extends his left foot with his laces and just hits it right in the back of the ball, not too far on the bottom of the ball, not too far to the top. And then he comes through, he follows through in the air like so many great scorers do. That helps him to control the ball and get some power on it, so he's not so stationary on the ground, and he puts it in the upper left corner. Well done, Gerrard. What do you think? Should that be a top 10? Next one, number 8, Argentina versus Serbia. 𝐓𝐸 actually makes our list twice, so hats off. So Argentina is in the penalty area now, dribbling against Serbia. Nice outside of the foot pass. And it's going to go to his teammate on his right, but he's trying to pull the defender with him to his left. Here comes the ball into his teammate, and 𝐓𝐸 is able to toe this. Now, it's very rare to see a shot towed, but he sees, 𝐓𝐸 sees that there's a defender on his right there that's just about to put his foot out. So 𝐓𝐸 knows it's really a matter of time. He's going to sacrifice a little bit of accuracy just to get the shot off without being blocked. Turns out to be a very wise decision. He chips it just over the keeper's arm, his left arm there, and into the back of the net. Beautiful goal. Number 7, Germany versus Costa Rica. And we've got Franks here. Now this is interesting right from the start. It's a free kick, and Schweinsteiger's looking toward the goal as you would expect, and toward his teammates on the edge of the 18-yard penalty box. That's typically where he's going to cross it in. He sees his teammate Frings, though, over to the right, who must have been signaling for the ball. Of course, there's nobody near Frings at this point. Of course, there probably shouldn't be. I mean, Costa Rica has no reason to have defenders out that far. I'm a big believer that if somebody's going to shoot way outside the 18-yard box, then let them have it, because the chances are so low of a score. And I can get into that some other time. I do with trademark stats that I have around the quality zone and quality shots and so forth. But in this case, on the free kick, Schweinsteiger is going to sort of fake and move it over to Frings. And one thing that really pops out here is that, first off, look how far away he is. As many of you know, the different shades of green represent 6 yards. And of course, the line at the top of the big box is 18 yards from goal. So you've got 18 plus 6 plus 6 plus 3. So you've got about 33 yards there at least. But what Frings does is really keep his left shoulder closed to get enough power on the ball. If you open up your body too early, you're not going to get nearly as much power. Still not sure why he went for it, but hindsight's 20/20. See how he keeps his left shoulder down and closed on purpose here. Actually, a great effort by the Costa Rica defender to try to get his leg in the way. And it just clears the defender. It still looks like it's going outside the post, but then curves in. Just really well done. Number 6 is actually the same game. This is 𝐓𝐨𝐻 from Germany, who has just dribbled inside the penalty area, just barely. And this is a great angle to be able to see him coming towards goal. The ball, again, is just outside the right post. And talk about inch perfect. He actually hits the post and it ricochets in. And if I can just back up 2 slides here, what I really like is, again, 𝐓𝐻's technique there. Just a really nice bent leg with his left leg, and then a really strong right leg there. Toe comes up a little bit more than often because he knows he needs to clear that defender. So yeah, let's go. Let's move over to number 5. Looks like it's going to be Italy versus Germany. And the magnificent Pirlo in midfield has the ball just outside the 18-yard box. It looks like he is going to pass to his teammate way out on the far right wing there. And like Pirlo does so many times, he's the master of keeping his shoulders closed and passing to his left or even shooting to his left. He spots 𝐓𝐸 open in between 2 German defenders and kind of does a no-look pass here. And the nice thing about this goal also is that 𝐓𝐸's ready. You can see he's in athletic position, he's onside, and he's ready to one-time it. How many times do we see a player take an unneeded touch in the box? But 𝐓𝐸 already knows where he's going with this too. He's going to curl it around the keeper to the left corner. So here's his shot right into the left corner. Beautiful. Number 4, Argentina versus Serbia. Argentina makes this top 10 several times. Let's see why. Now, one thing that's unusual about this goal that I really like is that 𝐓𝐸, much like his personality, he just goes straight to goal. Typically, of course, we're seeing the dribblers and shooters dribbling around the defenders. In this case, the defenders are all around him, and he's just going to dribble in a straight line toward goal. And there's a couple interesting techniques to show here. First, he nutmegs the first defender. Well, okay, that takes special technique. But he stays on his feet. He's not trying to draw a foul. He knows if the ref calls a foul that he'll get a free kick. But this way he gets 2 bites at the apple. So he's going to stay on his feet, which is an uncommon skill or trait these days. And so many players would have extra chances on goal if they would stay on their feet, especially in the penalty area. All right, so he nutmegs the first defender who falls over. Now it looks here like the second defender who's covering well is going to steal the ball from him. Actually, it looks like the second defender already has the ball. But what 𝐓𝐸 does right here is he puts his right foot down solid on the ground and with the side of his foot, so he has a lot of surface area on his foot to regain the ball, and he wins it. He's just stronger than the defender. He chips the keeper right away before the keeper can come out too far or before any other defenders can cover. So, I mean, in real time, this is remarkable. I mean, Tevez is beating two different defenders in a split second, and then only taking like one stride before he unleashes a simple shot over the keeper. Let's look at it from a different angle here. So first defender through his legs, you can see how he jumps to clear the defender, stay on his feet. He sees the defender, even though he's not looking to his right, he sees that defender flying in from his peripheral vision. So he already has a plan. He knows he's barely going to get to the ball in time before the defender knocks it away. So it really depends on what foot he can reach out with. Looks like he lands with his, he's going to land with his left foot, I think, and then reach out with his right foot, the outside of his right foot right here. Gets down, he does land on his left foot, but he does get his right foot out just in time. The defender wasn't expecting that. Tevez wins the ball right there and literally only takes one step before he's unleashing his shot on goal. Puts it in the corner, right corner. Number 3, England versus Sweden. Joe Cole, classic, probably Cole's best goal of his career, and at a perfect time. This ball has been headed and cleared out towards him. He's the safety man back there, and he takes it down really well with his chest, and before the ball even hits the ground, he unleashes his shot towards the right side of the goal before the defenders can get too close to him. And it goes right into the upper right corner. Here's a reverse angle, or a better angle. The ball's coming down now. He has already chested it. And the one interesting thing here, we note oftentimes the best players come off the ground when they shoot, and that's just to help their body control and therefore the ball control. In this case, Cole is so far from goal and there is no momentum on the ball whatsoever. It's not like he's redirecting a hard hit cross or anything. He's putting all the power on this. So he actually stays stationary in the ground and plants his left foot really hard into the ground so he can drive with extra force with his right leg. And there you have it in the right corner. Number 2, Argentina, Serbia. We've got 𝐓𝐨𝐩. Now, this is one of the best buildups of any goal in World Cup history. After what seemed to be about 55 passes, and the announcer actually calling it, which was phenomenal. Then Argentina crosses the ball, and it's a little bit ahead of the Argentina player right now. He does a really nice job of putting his left leg up and controlling it with the side of his foot before that defender can get to it. And he sees the Argentina player sees one teammate in front of him, quickly passes it to him and starts to move forward. And what's really cool about this goal is the Argentine player with the ball right now actually backheels the ball to him. 𝐓𝐨𝐻 is running as fast as he can, expecting the ball, and he actually slides in and basically toes this ball into the back of the net. He may have gotten a little bit of the top of his boot on this, but he, again, like some other goals, knows that the defenders are too close, or thinks they are, that if he waits a split second, that he's going to get the shot blocked if he uses the laces or the inside of his foot or outside of his foot. So he reaches out because you have the best reach straight on with your toe, and is able to unleash it right before the defense comes in into the top of the net, into the roof of the net. And then number 1, Argentina again, and Maxi again versus Mexico. A classic for those of you that remember this. I couldn't even fit his teammate, Maxi's teammate, in the picture. That's how far of a ping this was for an assist. I know we don't give enough love to the folks making the assists, so I always want to call that out when I can. But it's a really high ball. He's switching the field, and Maxi's over here in the far right corner, waiting for the ball to come down. And as he does, he chests it. It's amazing. Yet another chest goal, and yet another goal without the ball hitting the ground. So many great World Cup classic goals on volleys like this. So he takes down like a 70-yard pass off of his chest, and in a split second is hitting a volley in the air before the ball even touches the ground, before the Mexico defenders really have a chance to close in. I mean, Mexico's got good shape on their defense. It's hard to really pick anything at fault with Mexico right now. Maxi's outside the box, but he's going to go for it late in the game to win this and stick it in the upper left corner of the net. Classic goal, well-deserved for number one. Here's the ball coming down. There's the point of contact. From here, he definitely does hit it with the laces, and he wouldn't have generated enough power from that angle, at least, with the side of his foot, and gets it just past the keeper. Keeper makes a nice effort. So hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please subscribe, share this, comment, and like. Thank you.